Dog at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring out your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe, chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe, chasing a check.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on second down is Darnold. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On 1st and 10, Morrison. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had Position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Come back!
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he floated one out there incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Reset! Target! Black 99, feel it!
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Detroit!
On 1st down, Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. After the penalty, it's called out. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Let's take it inside his own 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They begin with a run by Corrado. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now it's Darnold. Complete to Stewart, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watson off play action. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere and made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now a first down throw. Watson lets it go for Nelson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing again is Watson. Lets it go for Nelson. He's got a man complete. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, an even 90 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out. And Crowell lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Here's a give to Crowell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll be out of bounds downs across the 30-yard line.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Here's Watson now on second down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Room to run inside the 40. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first and 10, Watson on the screen, Bernard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Watson being chased out left. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Richmond.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. After the run, Watson going to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown.
Why are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on second is Watson. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. The guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down throw, Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Darnold from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Myers able to knock it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Nifty move, and they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete. Bernard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll run with Mack. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Darnold. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Down! Back 22!
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson buying time to his left. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Black 99, feel it!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, throw left side, complete to Burnett. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Out of the gun, Watson. That is caught at the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Watson. Oh, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On 1st down, Darnold. Flush to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
This is Crowell, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Off of play action, Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Now it's Darnold. And he rifles one incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready. And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion. What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Watson off play action. Flushed out right. Brought in over the middle by Grant.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Man open left side is Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hot. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hot.
A first down carry now for Crowell. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.
I sound